Hey guys! So today I'm going to be showing you how to do this really soft, pretty kind of cut crease. It's very neutral. First thing we're going to do is we're going to prime our eyes, and I am using MAC's Painterly Paint Pot and just applying that with a flat shader brush all the way from my lash line up to my brow, anywhere that you're going to be putting powder down. And what this will do is just kind of make all your colors blend and pop a little bit more. So we're going to be using all Bobbi Brown shadows today. First color we're going to use is Toast. It's just a really beautiful, warm, light transition shade, and I'm just applying it with a Japanesque brush. And instead of applying it like I usually do with like a windshield wiper motion, starting from the outer corner to the inner corner, kind of creating like a dome shape. So, your highest point being the middle part of your crease, I'm kind of taking it more in like a diagonal line. So starting from my outer lash line, working up in a diagonal line towards the inner corner of my brow. So now I'm just taking another Bobbi Brown color in Taupe and a MAC 217 and applying it the exact same way we did with Toast in that same motion, that same diagonal line motion. And just buffing that, kind of blending it out a little bit. I'm also winging it out on the corner. So now we're going to take the dark color that we're going to use to create our cut crease and an angled liner brush. And I'm just going to dip that in, tap off any excess product, and I'm going to start in the outer corner and kind of just wing it out as if your lower lash line kind of didn't ever stop. So just follow like as if your lower lash line kept going where it would be. And that's where you're going to create your wing shape in the corner there. And I don't have much of a crease. I don't have a lot of lid space either, so I did mine up a little bit higher, and that's the beautiful thing about cut creases, is that you can kind of manipulate your eye shape depending on what you want. So I just took that, like I said, from the outer corner, kind of brought it in. It's going to look a little sloppy. Anytime you're trying to use a powder to create like a perfect line, it's not going to be perfect. It's going to be a little sloppy, like I said. But that's okay, because we're going to use a pencil brush right now and a couple of other brushes as well as other shades to buff it out and make it look way more precise. So I'm just picked up a little bit of that cocoa shade on a pencil brush, and I'm just deepening up that line and making it look a little bit more precise because, like I said, it was very choppy when I first applied it. So just work from the outer corner to the inner corner. Again, you kind of just want to make that real cat eye shape and then bring it in to the inner corner of your eye. So once that is done, you're going to go in, and I'm just going to pick up a little bit more of that taupe shade with the 217, and again, just kind of blend. Just that it doesn't look choppy. You have a really nice kind of gradient effect, and you want your shadows to look smooth. So I'm just kind of buffing that out, following the line that we created for our cut crease. You can never do too much blending. It's always just going to help everything look more smooth. So once that's done, I'm just going to pick up and do the same thing we just did, just picking up a little bit more of that Toast and using that Japanesque brush that I first used to apply that color. And again, just kind of buffing everything out, making it look very smooth so you have a nice gradient and nothing looks super choppy. So now I'm going to take a flat shader brush, and I'm just going to pick up a little bit more of that Painterly Paint Pot from MAC. And this is where I'm going to go in and define my lid. This is a major step in doing a cut crease because it's going to be the step that really makes your lid and look much more defined compared to your crease. So that is really what a cut crease is having a lighter shade on your lid and then having a very extreme line in your crease that separates it out and just adds like a really nice contrast. So then I just picked up a pencil brush because, again, it was a little choppy when I applied the lid cream color, so I'm just kind of going over it with a clean pencil brush to clean up the line a little bit. Now I'm taking a flat shader brush and I'm applying this shade called Bone. It's just a white powder, kind of like powdery puff shade. Really pretty, super neutral. And I'm just putting that over the cream color to set it so you don't get any creasing. And again, just to add that really, really nice, you know, kind of transition from the lid to the crease. Now I'm just picking up a bigger dome shape brush and picking up a little bit more cocoa, and this step is huge for me too, because this is where I go in and I really deepen up that line just to add, make sure that you really, really have a major definition in that crease color, because that's really what a cut crease is. So I'm just buffing back and forth and just bringing it up slightly and then again winging it out in the corner. Now I'm just taking MAC Schroom, and I'm just going to apply that under the arc of my brow and on the inner corner of my eye. Same thing I always do with all my eye looks. It just kind of ties everything together and makes your eyes look more awake. So now I'm going to work on the lower lash line. I'm using an Anastasia Beverly Hills pencil. It's a brow Duality pencil. It's made to kind of apply around your brows and add like a highlight and make them more defined, but I use it as like an eyeliner all the time. So I'm just taking the creamy white kind of highlighting shade that's in there and just applying that directly onto my waterline. Picking up the same angled liner brush that we used to create our cut crease and using the same shade Cocoa, and I'm just pressing that really tightly to my lower lash line, and this will make your eyes look really awake because adding that light highlight color to the waterline and then pressing a darker color on your lower lash line just makes your eyes look bigger and more awake. So now I'm just taking a dome-shaped pencil brush, picked up a little bit of that taupe color, and I'm just kind of buffing it out. I wanted to leave my lower lash line like super, super neutral because I wanted this whole look to be really soft. So now to sharpen up everything and make it look really precise, I am taking some cream concealer in a small angled brush, and I am just going to go over the corners of my eye to really make like a sharp kind of cat eye effect. And this is a really foolproof way to clean up if you're doing a cut crease or really any look. And now I'm going to use Amazonian Clay gel liner, from Tarte. And I'm just going to go ahead and create my wing. I didn't like leave a ton of this footage in the video. I can do it in like a separate tutorial that's like way more in depth, but it's just a really tedious thing. Everybody kind of has their own way of doing it. I start by creating the outer part of my wing first, and how I do that is I kind of just line it up with my lower lash line as if my lower lash line kept going, and that's kind of a foolproof way to get your shape right for you when you're doing a wing liner. Again, because everybody's, is going to be different depending on your eye shape. So what is complimentary to me might not be complimentary on you as far as your wing shape goes. So now I'm just going to do the same thing I did with the shadow, and I'm just taking a little bit more of that concealer and just cleaning up my gel liner because, it's not ever really going to be totally perfect without cleaning it up a little bit, and you want it to be really sharp wing. So I just curled my lashes to help support the false lashes. I'm going to coat my upper and lower lashes now with mascara. You can use any black mascara. And the next thing I do when I'm doing a wing liner like this is after I put my gel on, I will go over it with a liquid. So that's what I did. I went over with a liquid eyeliner pen from Kat Von D, and then I threw on some Cocoa lashes. And that is it. That is the completed look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and if you try to recreate it, please tag me in it. I would love to see your pictures, and thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a good day. Bye-bye.